Got me brakes on, but I think that's why I'm losing pressure. Well, this is two rivers. Nice mountainous area. What I find weird is I can pull into a town, look for a cargo job, and I've got my trailer on, the logging one, and it says there's nothing for me. But then I can just drive around some of the companies there and can pick one up there. So it's a bit weird. Why doesn't it just give me the job to that company? Well, maybe it's a bit glitchy. That's the only thing wrong with this map I've found up to now. But two rivers is nice. Ah, nice. Okay. Oh, I was in gear. Naughty boy. I'll see, I've took that off. So, really, I should wait for the air pressure to build up, but I'm sure I haven't ticked that in the box for it to do that, like. So I don't know why that's coming up. Anyway. Oh, I think we'll go 3 low. Right. Give it some beans. Oh, I'm a bit blind there, so I'm blind there as well. I'll go in the wrong lane and then look over. A little bit of a cheat, like, but thing is as well, to get moving, I'm up in 7th gear already at 30 mile an hour, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, go on, mate. Now, which way do I want to go? This way. So it's only 19 mile an hour here.
Get ready to turn right.
Well, me fuel looks good.
Turn right.
Two to 4 to 5. You just up the gears too quick, I feel, in this. To 6. 6 gear, 19 mile an hour.
Destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Thankfully, ATS isn't really this short in shifting. You know, and that's even happening with a load on.
Let's do this.
Okay. That's in brake engaged. Right. 5:38 AM. Into 5th gear. got plenty of diesel. Oh god. 6 gear. Right. Echo. Now, should it say I've discovered that? No. It usually does, doesn't it? Is that another sort of weird thing? So we pop in here.
Recomputing. Make a U-turn.
Annoying. 3 low. Give her plenty of beans. Get in there. There. Okay, take job. Right, where am I? Somewhere down there. Okay. I'm going to follow. Is it round the corner? Yes, it is. Right. Now, shall I try the mirrors? I'm losing it there though. I'll go round the other. Look like this, I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Do this all the time and I keep swapping around. It's confusing. Yes, well, when you're like this, you just don't you drive in the back of the bloody thing. Though that's the windscreen at the back and you're facing where you're going. As long as you get the back in. Come into watch on the side there. There, that'll do. Soddy. Yeah. Okay. Stop the engine. Load.
Let's go.
Right. Your trailer's ready. That did load, didn't it? Said that your trailer is ready. Nice. Two to four. 1 hour, 6 minutes.
Okay, let's find a new route. Turn left.
Well, why do we want to do that?
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Should have been 6 high there, really. Let him get in. And why not? Right, straight ahead. And one turns right. Just coasting here. The runway there, got a bit of engine brake on. Still going too fast, really. No, I should slow down, really. It's quite a nice view. Ridiculous. That's not really a long run either. Lovely, innit? Trucks use low gear. But let's get back in the cab. Can't bloody see what I'm doing. Now, if I used 5 low, you know, you get an engine brake, aren't you? But, you know, it's over revving it, going into the red. or use it in conjunction with jake brake, that would be too slow. Six low would be too much braking. It's 37 here, like, but just let's see what the good balance is. Doing 42. Jake brake. You could use it as 7 low and jake brake. Say we get up to 50. Again, that would be too high here, I think. You know, you don't want to be jake brake on and off all the time. There's someone. An old rusty car on the side there. Only have to barely touch the accelerator and I can take it off rather than using the button. Take that off altogether now. I'll just use the brake, I think. So we've come down to sea level. Right. See, that's not braking enough with jake brake alone. Is now. Another thing you can do is it's 56, let's get up to that. Is use cruise control. And with, I don't know what it's called, adaptive, it stops anyway, you know, 20, 30, 40 yards behind the vehicle, you know, puts the brakes on. That's another thing you could do if you didn't want to, you know, use the brake discs up. But I don't know what happens with the cruise control, whether that's braking or using engine brake. Not sure. And this is only 31, so let's test that out. Okay. Yeah, hear that? Kicking in now. I've got it at 45. It's gone off. Oh God, come on. There you go. Do this. It's the wrong one. Right, it's the one underneath of it. So now it's gonna go up to 50. 55. I'm increasing it by 5 miles an hour. Can't believe it's still going downhill. Now, see, that's kicking in now because it's 30 yards. I think I've got it set up behind that vehicle. But how good is it? Will it smash into the vehicle? Well, let's just see. No? Yeah, I think it's actually using brakes, isn't it? What will it do? Will it stop? No. Well, I suppose it's alright. Yeah, that'd be a good thing if you're going downhill. So obviously we've got a train and hear it. Oh. Handbrake on. Okay. Too high or too low. Handbrake off. Lot of gas. Next into 4, skip 1. Go into 5 low. Six. It's only 37 here. Yeah, I don't know how it deals with it. The cruise control. Is it engine brake? Is it brake? Does it put clutch in? I don't know. You know, automatically. So, we'll try it again. I'll get up to speed. It's still going bloody down. I've been at sea level before. Bit of a sharper turn here. Be better in 5. 5, that'd be better lower, really. Five high, gone into overdrive. 6 low. Could go into overdrive again, 6 high. 7 low. Eight low. Well, we're definitely at sea level now. I'm probably 100 foot up, like, or if that. Okay, put cruise control on. Hope it's on anyway. Yeah, feel that kicking in. We've got within the distance I'd set. Now, that will cancel it, but I can regain that by pulling up, resume. When I change it, I have to keep resuming. So I set that at 56, didn't I, before? Oh, 55. 6. Oh, he loves the brakes in. Okay, I've gone into cancel that, normal drive. So I'll be exiting with him anyway. Going straight on. Get over to this lane.
And then turn right.
Keep right. What it would have been in the other lane. I'll be a right turn down here.
Turn right.
See that, but I'm presuming no, I should have been in that one. Dang. Thought that would have been lorries. That's what happens when your eyesight's gone. Right. Okay. Wonder what that's for, that lane then. Looks like it's a telepass just for cars or something. Oh yeah, it is, but I wonder if it, well, tried it out, it would have let me go, I don't know. I don't know why you'd just have that for bloody cars and not for lorries. So if you want to get off the mark quick, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what weight I'm pulling, but it's annoying. I used to be able to get that information, job and damage. 10 tons, nothing. It's not got a great deal of pulling power. Yeah, I used to get that information within the navigation window, which is now a widget. But now you cannot change the page on that to show that, which is one of the worst decisions they've done up to now for me. Totally spoils the flow of the game. Whereas I could just quickly have a look. Oh yeah, what's me weight? What's me damage? I can't do that now. Gotta stop the whole game. Well, done a bit of messing about in the Moza Pithouse and in-game settings. What I wanted was the dampening effect, which I've got, so the wheel, you know, feels a little, you can feel the heaviness on it, you know, it's coming back to the middle. It's good, that's good. So I messed about with the Moza Pithouse settings and it's telling you exactly the thing that you think it is. Reducing the dampening and all that. But to be honest, what I found was, even when I taken all them settings for dampening down to 0 and just going in game and spring effect on you know, your options is much better. And then, you know, I'd done a profile save in the Moza Pithouse with them up and how I thought, and I took them to not, there's hardly any difference. So take them right off, in my opinion, from my experience, right down to 0, them dampening wheel things, and just do the spring strength in the bloody game. Yeah, when I moved there, I've got resistance here on the wheel, what you want, so you can take your hands off, you see. And it's not going to be doing this. Sometimes it can do that and get worse and worse and worse. But you want to feel there's spring strength low speed and high speed. That's what you've got to get right. I can't remember what mine set at. I think highs around 60 and maybe lows 45, something like that. Use that as a starting point. So what that means is when you stopped and you're doing a full right angle turn, you know, it's not like, oh, it's too stiff. And when you're going at high speed, feeling that, you know, bit of resistance. Well, just there's resistance. Yeah, with the Moza ones, just totally off. Take them off. Right now, I've come across this before, and when I've come this way, there's a landmass here in the middle and a toll booth. And it's not that much, you're through it in no time. But when I come the other way, wow, freaking all of a sudden you're going down and down and down and down on a circular road, you know, like a spiral staircase. And loads more driving on that landmass to get through. So I've got my hands off the wheel now. It's driving okay, straight. Get it. And even me braking intensity, I don't know what's happened, like, but I usually have it on 75. In game, I've got it all the way left, which is not 0, but it is I think 50% or something like that, all the way to the left. Right, so look, I'm braking now. And you know, you wouldn't want it any tighter than that. Now that's just because I was in gear. In here. Thank you very much. It collapsed. It collapsed. It stalled, you know. So too low, for low. I'll just rock up to that and that. So I'm already at the top of my rev counter there. Wants to change. Okay. Oh, actually I'm not in it, am I? God, it's terrible indigestion the last 2 nights. It also just made chili con carne. Which I'm not a great fan of, but I think them spices have done me in. Ah, right. Penny Lane.
Go straight up.
Please pull in for an inspection. Okay, so this time, clutch down, out of gear, roll in. Vehicle 29 ton, thank you. Right, reverse, 2 low, could go 3 low. Loads of beans on it, 4 low. Again, 5 low. Another bloody stop. Okay, checking documents. This time I'll start in 3 low. Loads of beans, full revs. Go straight into 5 low. Yeah. 3 low, 5 low. 1.6 already, see. It's the thing with ETS gears. I'm on an 18 speed Eaton shifter, but it's set up for 16 speed. You know, in the in game, like. I have got a 16 speed gearbox or transmission, whatever you want to call it, in this, so it's all perfectly balanced. But as I say, you've got to be like, you know, 3rd gear, 5, 6, and you're looking at 7 and 8 for everything. Just up the gears too quick. You know, I'd rather like maybe starting 2, you know, before the revs got too high and you're changing again dead fast, you know. So I was in 8 low there, just coasting slow, not coasting, you know. Going slow, like it's not cutting out or anything, or feels like it's struggling. Split that into overdrive, so that's 8i, which is 16th gear. Better because the revs drop lower and you're saving fuel. Again, you're through that really in no time, but as I say, on the other way back it's a lot different. And no doubt they're through this road bridge across the water, because you can get from one end to the other in no time, and they probably thought, oh well, just gives you a bit more driving time rather than being on a ferry, you know, on off in seconds. That would be my guess anyway. So 20 miles an hour over, might as well get the foot down. What I don't get, if someone could tell me, no, like it says 110 here. Now, the nav's saying 56, I'm sure it's miles per hour because I've set it for that. I'm doing 79, 80. So why doesn't the say 110? Why doesn't it say 110 on the speed limit on the nav? Unless 56 kilometers an hour can't be 110 no, it can't be, because the 110 must be kilometers per hour. So is 56 miles an hour 110 kilometers an hour? Is that what it is? I'm sure I've changed them over in the settings and it still doesn't tally right. You know, I've changed it to kilometres an hour on me nav. That still doesn't line up with what the signs are saying. Or is it that the truck is limited to that? Although I haven't got the speed limiter on. Anyway, if anyone knows that, just pop a comment in. So we're in top gear. Okay, we've got another toll here. So I'll slow down for it. Oh, hang on. Sometimes these things, you think they're on this road and they're not. They're like over the side or something. Another road.
Keep
I
right,
think
and then exit right.
I've got to exit right anyway.
Exit right.
Well, I'm gonna stay left because I can see a big yellow thing. That usually means telepass, and there's a truck there. And what does it say? Oh, yeah, telepass. Yeah, okay, so don't have to stop and pay, but I wish they'd leave them guards down. Right, 7 low, I think. Be better than 6, actually.
Keep right.
Fucking indigestion. Now, I haven't had indigestion for a long time. But if I eat sausages, that kicks it off, but I don't bother with them usually. But Gaviscon used to be the best thing, but disgusting. But my daughter, she got tablets. Not as bad, but you gotta chew them, and even then I don't like them. Yeah, I used to drink, I think a lot of brandy kicked that off for me years ago. And used to say drink some peppermint or whatever. When I was out, I'd always be asking for that. I never used to do anything though. A nice Courvoisier brandy. Or a nice Scotch whiskey, single malt. Yeah. That Bell's whiskey is just Indian firewater. Horrible. You get a single malt, it's like a liqueur sort of texture. Whiskey, that is. 21 minutes ago. Nice car, cabriolet, knockdown. Right, it looks like 2 of these you can use, but can trucks go in it? Too late if you can't, like, as I'm going in it. 6 high, let's try 6 low. You can switch into overdrive by just taking your foot off the gas. Although that didn't like that then. That was just the foot off the gas, no clutch. Bit up in on, don't know.
Keep right.
Again, Sally passed. This time we're going to one on the left. I wish they wouldn't have these barriers. Oh, come off there. That's because I changed down and done something wrong there. Oh, I went into reverse. You idiot. Right, let's go 3. Full pedal to the metal. Already you've got to change. 4, 5, you've got to change. 6, you've got to change. And 7, 30 mile an hour. See? Wish it was, you get a bit longer before the changes. Going to 7 high here, we're going uphill instead of going to 8. Going to 8. top the gas into 8 high. Top gear. Yeah, so this is new, this part, I think. And across here. Nice. Big business cosmopolitan area. Not been here before. Ask a question over. Very nice. Communications tower there
Keep
by the
right,
locks.
and then exit right. Exit right.
Feet low and just use the engine brake there. Was riding on the clutch there. Back to 8 high.
Go straight up.
Okay, got a bit of a corner here. Oh look, Paris, the Eiffel Tower. Plane taking off there. That looks like Italian architecture up on the hill. Bit of everything, ain't there? Bit of a mix there. Seven high to 8 low. Keeping left. Needed to be an 8 high there. The plane there, the plane boss. A big massive one there then. Be the airport here. I wonder if I can pull over and watch them land it. them indigestion tabs. Alright.
Keep left.
Up.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Keep right. Turn right. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Well, have to go in there. Or am I on the wrong side? I don't know. Yeah, I am. I think it just lets you through. Try it anyway. Oh. Just go on it, see if it does anything. Border check. No, it must be this side, because it was the other side. It'd be on the other side, wouldn't it? Weird. Fall low. So I can stay this side. With it seeing no overtaking there. I thought it was gonna be two-way. Yeah, look. One way.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Now it's two-way.
Turn left.
The knocked down truck there. That must be something's gone wrong, because it's not like a funny advertisement. You know, and it makes you look, so it's, you know, it's a good thing for advertising, innit? You know what I mean? It makes you look at it. Okay. Ooh, there. I think we'll go 3 low. Make sure to do that beforehand. Look, here's the aeroplanes. Wow. Yeah, very nice. Look at that. At the runway there. Yeah, that's where they park up, innit? There's the control tower up there. Can I be lucky enough to see one land? Well, anyway. No, I'm gonna hit that metal, aren't I? Okay. Not as long as the back then. It's not gonna be right at the front. What? There's the rain. Yeah, I don't like that. Right, which way do I turn the wheel? Go forward. What? The bloody train, man. I gotta go forward and straight now. That's the best bet. Right, let's get a different angle. Come on, turn you bugger. I better come round, I haven't got enough room. Right. Come on. Come on, get round. Dude, it's not perfect, but it was in. Ah, well. Another new route anyway. I'll show you my settings. So you can see what I've done. Oh god, this bloody indigestion. Right. Get in the cab. Right. Job done. Well. Options. Well, these are different, but controls. This is where I'm mainly at. So I've got the R5 base, I've got the Storks, the Logitech G27 shifter with the USB gear truck knob on top of that. H shifter, high power mode, you can do whatever you want there. Smart sequential shift, and although I don't do that, I do that because I wanted to try something to switch it over, but it never worked the way I thought it did. So I could uncheck that really. What's that? Skip shifting when necessary. Oh, maybe it's different as well. So I'll leave it on. Anyway, steering sensitivity. You could put 1 on 1, but got 1.1. Non-linearity. Now I did used to have this higher, but because I've got the Moza Pithouse software, which will go into next, that's a weighing off between the two of them. So yeah, I'd usually have that to like 0.35 or something. Yeah, like that, put it like that. Animation range, I've got 1170. Now 1800 is the truck size, what they say, but I just find it's just too much. You're turning like a lunatic. 1400 small trucks, some people like that. But I asked the trucker and I said, what would you use? And he said, between 1170 and 90. So, and it feels okay, 1170. You could go back to 900 the way it was, like a car. But anyway, that's what I find good, 1170. Then I usually have that on 200, but I knocked it down. Might go back up to 200. But this is the bit here, see this? So centering at high speed, so this is what you want to feel when you're on the road. The wheel returning back to centre. And centering at low speed, so I'll give that 40, even 55. Internal friction. Now, I don't know if that's doing really a lot, so I'll just leave that on 50%. I'm sure if I took it all the way down, I wouldn't feel nothing. But you can try that. Now, this is a big one here, engine resonance. Because what that does, if that's down to 0, then you'll be driving along and the wheel's just perfectly, the steering wheel, still and floating, as though you're driving on glass. Whereas if you put it to 1 or 2, you'll get a little bit of vibration through the wheel, giving you that feeling that you're actually on the road. And it might kick it so your revs get a bit higher. I prefer 1, you could go 2 and try that. But that engine resonance makes a massive difference, rather than your wheel just feeling nothing of the road. This terrain surface as well, let's put that 5. Hang on, what happened there? Jumped up to... Was that on 4? Yeah. I've only got it to there. I've messed about with it. I've had it up here. But, and this is another big one, the bumps. When you're going across the bit of gravel and all that. Well, working with this R5 base I've got and set at this, I could take that up to 200. I just feel like these bumps, and you're feeling it through the steering wheel, you just would never feel that amount of shock through the steering wheel in a truck. So 20%. I don't know why it does that. You come back and it'd be out at 1% or something. Not that it matters, it's only very small. Collisions again, 25. I haven't really had one, so I'll probably need to take that down, to be honest. I don't like the big massive bangs and all that, so I'll take that to 20. Gearbox grind, see, that's gone to that. I don't really, 10%, take it off if you want, you know what I mean. Understeer slip, nothing. I've had it up before and all that, but that doesn't really affect me. Don't have assisted steering on. So these are the main settings. I've got the feel for the wheel with the Moza TWS truck wheel. And I'd use these settings in conjunction with the others. Now the dead zone, I mess about with that, but I've got that on naught, on acceleration. And the brake access 15, which feels good. So you can just sit on it a little bit. Now the clutch, I've got that on 50%. Well, you'll see this in conjunction with the Moza. So, it's not engaging at the beginning of the touch. You can try these up if you've got the same setup as me. Otherwise it won't work. Now as you can see, the shifter layout is 16 speeds. This is ETS2, so you can have all these different ones, but 16 speed. Thing is, with ETS2, I think you've only got freaking 3 trucks that have 16 speed. I did do a mod that makes them all, it said, but I went in to change it. The transmissions, and they're not there, whether it just kids it up and they just act like 16 speeds, I don't know. I'll have to try that out. Shifter layout behaviour advanced. Clutch or throttle, that's for when you want to fast split the gears into like drive and overdrive. You can either just well, you can read it on the right there, use that without the clutch or whatever. Shifter position reverse, you never ever put anything on that. And then these ones here confuse me because I thought you do them the way the shifter is on the 18. It's not. You just go shifter position 1 like you would in a car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and reverse or whatever. You know, 6 there. And then shifter 1 and 2. Toggle. That's for sequential, I think, you know, when you want to just push it forwards and backwards. Yeah, which tallies up with this, see, 10 and 11. Excuse me, this bloody indigestion. So that's that, what I've got on there. Now, to go into Moza, I'll show you now what I've got here. So this is the wheelbase setting. Just quickly have a look at the wheel. That's how I have it set. But you can just look at that indicator settings. Now what I've got here, see this, it says fuel or RPM, revs per minute. Now I did try it on that and it's good because see this bar here, it'll come up and then it'll go red at the last 3 saying change gear. But I have it on fuel because I used to have a mod that would tell me how much fuel I've got. You can't see it on the new sat nav. So this just has a fuel bar which is all green, and when it gets down to the last 3 it's red. So it's very handy for the visual. And it shows the last one is red when it's clipping in the RPM, so you don't really need this. So that's why I use that. Button light settings, do whatever you want with them. That'll just change the brightness of them. Like now they've all dimmed, you know. See, not that you can see it like, but you can have them like they're like lit up like bleeding black pill shower. But let's have a look. I've never really messed with this. Yeah, even that. Yeah, that looks nice, 10% even. It's not too bright, not overpowering. Yeah, it looks alright. Maybe 20. Sorry about this. 15, I'm doing it while I'm showing you. 15 will do me. Okay, back to this bit, what's important. So, as you can see, my steering range is 1170. Now, see this, you can just hit it straight away and it'll take you to them settings. But I've got it 1170, plus I've got it 1170 in the game itself, SCS software. Make sure they're the same. Soft stiffness limit just means when you get to the end, does it go hard and stop, or is it a bit springy? But whatever you like there, just I do it halfway. Now these gain force intensity, just bang them right up, bang that right up. Force feedback interpolation, I just have it down, dead zone down, gear shift vibration, which I don't have anyway, down. Maximum wheel speed, I just have it as 100%, because, you know, I don't know exactly what it's doing, but, you know, 100% seems right. Hands off protection, I have that on. I think it's supposed to stop it violently spinning back, although mine still does it with that on. Steering wheel inertia. Now look, see, it's already got a preset one there. You can have that. I did change it to see what I couldn't see what happens, so just left it on that. Now here's the important bit here. Now, I was messing about with this dampening, so you can read all this. Adjust the linear wheel dampening force. Blah de blah de blah. I had these up on 60, 45 internal friction. Uses the power steering. I had the inertia, which seemed great. Simulate the inertia independent. Makes the steering wheel feel heavier when turning. I thought, oh, that's what I want, you know. I messed about with all these and everything, but wheel spring strength, I used to start off with 5 and 10%. Took it off. Speed dampening, blah, blah. In the end, I just took all these off. And it just feels much better. Just forget all them, in my opinion. And just do it in game on them settings I've just showed you. Yeah, game spring, just have that full up. You know, because then you're changing it within the game, you see. And just leave them on 50. So then, here as well, you can see that it also says operation wheel body bumps. So here's 100% here, if you look at that flat lining. Okay, you could go like that. So I think you can do presets here. So you see them changing. You can probably save one yourself. But when I've done that, I've just left it on that. So if you look at 100%, it's dipped a little bit there for body bumps, dipped on curb effects. Let's bang this up at 25 Hz for vibration. 40 Hz the highest curb effects. You can take it down and do all that. But, you know, you can mess about with that if you want, but I haven't. Again, this curve, force feedback, I just left it like that. Although, you know, it's working for me. Just left that like that. So they're the settings there for that. What else have I got? Oh yeah, I've got this here. Multi-stalk function. Again, just bang it on there, American Truck Simulator. You can have a view tutorial if you want. But going back to that, if you make any adjustments, see I put like that to click auto load. So it starts it up on that. And even with the pedals, what I've done here, on the advice of some other fella, I put that little curve in here. So if I press the clutch, my full travel hits there, and it's a linear straight line. If I press the brake, I press calibrate first really, so you get the full travel of it. So if I press the brake, it's braking there, and then it's slowing down there, and that's a full travel. Now when you press calibrate, you want to do that, because before calibrating I was like pressing to E and it was at the top and I still had the travel to go. So you don't want to reverse it either. So it's gone boom, and then there it slows down. You can mess about with that if you want. I did have it straight. Might put it back, try it again, and then now acceleration, just want one smooth line. Yeah, going now. Okay. Yeah, so they're the settings for them. And but that's about it. What I've got there. Yeah, 1170. Force feedback, full beltish. Again, here you can. I don't know what that is when you press that, set minimum, set max. I thought you hold it and then press that and that would be minimum. That doesn't work like that. See, that's gone all the way to the max. That has, anyway, I'll leave that as it is and you can play the game from here. Anyway, that's me settings. I hope someone gets some. Oh, tries that out, but you're only gonna have to use, you know, the same gear I've got. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. All right. Ta-da.